Split testing ads in Google is honestly super straightforward and simple. There's just a couple key things we want to know, and we also want to do it properly, right? And just some best practices. But keep it super high level here. Let's go ahead and enter the ad group of the ad we're wanting to test or create a A/B test of, right? So for this one, I'm going to go into my landscaping ad group and navigate to ads here on the left side. We already have an existing ad, but we want to split test it. Maybe we're split testing some ad copy, an offer, a landing page, or whatever it is. We're going to go ahead and select this by clicking the checkbox here on the left side. And you can do this for multiple or in bulk, but I like to start by just doing one at a time for now. Go ahead and click edit now, and then click this copy button here at the very top. And then just kind of deselect everything. Once you see this notification at the bottom pop up, you can go ahead and select this new icon that appears, says paste. Give it a second, it can be a little bit slow. And now just ensure that you're pasting into the proper campaign, which should already be selected. It's somewhere here. And then go ahead and ensure you're pasting it into your ad group and click done. Now, right here, we're gonna go ahead and select this checkbox since we do already have an ad that exists in this destination and we do want to duplicate it, right? If you don't select this, it's not gonna duplicate your ad. Once you select this, go ahead and paste it. And now we're basically just creating a copy of our existing ad that we can go ahead and edit. All right, so now we have both ads here. We can go and edit the one that we want to change. So in this one, let's just pretend this is the duplicated ad. We'll go ahead and click the edit, and here we can change pretty much anything we want here. Now, most people are probably gonna be split testing a different landing page or a final URL. The only thing to keep in mind is that the domain has to be exactly the same. What I mean is you cannot have two separate domains in one ad group, or else it will not be allowed. It's technically a policy violation. So if this ad group is already using ppcpowerhouse.com, I can't use the ad group, I can't use the URL googleads.com. No, what I would have to do is choose a different page on PPC Powerhouse. So maybe that be landing page or, contact or my services, right? You have to use the same domain, the same root domain, the same website, but just change the page. So most of the time for doing this, it's something like my domain and then /landing maybe v1 and then landing v2 or /services, right? So you can go ahead and change the final URL here, and then you can change whatever else you want here. Maybe you have a separate display path. Maybe this one's an offer, right? Maybe this is $500 off or something. Boom, you can see if that improves our click-through rate. And then same thing here. We can add in different headlines, completely different stuff. Maybe in this split test, we're keeping it strictly to an offer, whereas the other one doesn't, right? Something like that. Maybe we do another one that says, call now for $500 off, stuff like that. So when split testing, just ensure you're using the same URL, and then you can do whatever else you want. Change the display path, change the ad copy, change the headlines, change the descriptions. And once you're done, go ahead and hit save. Now, if you have multiple ad groups, you can do exactly what I just did. You can go ahead and go ad group by ad group, copying and pasting the ad and then changing it. Or if you know you're going to want to use this same variant across all other ad groups, you could just go ahead and do exactly the same thing. You could copy it and then just paste it inside of all the ad groups. That way you don't have to keep redundantly making more ads, copying and pasting over and over. But there's one last step to ensure that we are properly split testing. Go to your campaign settings, and at the bottom, we're going to scroll down to advanced right here. Scroll a little bit down and you'll see ad rotation. You want to change ad rotation to do not optimize. So by default, Google is going to serve your higher performing ad more often, which sounds great. But if you're really wanting to do a true split test, you want Google to run the ads evenly, and then you can decide when the ad is winning or not, right? Otherwise, in some cases, if it's set to optimize, Google may pick the winner a little bit too early, right? And then you're not really getting a fair split test. So by having it set to do not optimize, it ensures that it's a fair split test, and then you yourself can manually decide the winner, turn off or pause the one that's underperforming, or make changes whenever you want. And then typically in terms of actually deciding that winner, there's probably only two things you're really going to be referencing. If you mostly just made ad copy changes, it's going to be as simple as just referencing your CTR or click-through rate. Now, if you made landing page changes or changed the final destination URL, right, you're probably more concerned about the conversion rate, right? Which ad is converting higher, or sometimes it's both. Those are probably the two key metrics to split test and observe when A/B testing different ads or different landing pages.